Hello, I am Sergeant Hoover. Welcome to my dad's YouTube channel, Interstate Travel Crew. Yeah, I'm glad you all are here, and he would agree to. So, I figured I'd do his intro. My cute face and everything else. Yeah, maybe it'll win you guys over. But definitely come on in, sit back, enjoy the chat, enjoy the fun, the sights, the scenes, even the music we play in the background. I try not to rough into it, but it is always great to see everybody. Even my cuteness, it should win you all over. So sit back, enjoy, and just like me, get to see the miles go by. Everyone have a great day, and welcome again to Interstate Travel.
Hi, Lynn. How you doing, Lynn? Cole?
Black Crow 56 says morning all. Lynn 15 says hey call.
Hi, Gerald. Here it
Doing
is.
good here.
1923 Model T.
Morning Gerald.
Hopefully the camera's not intervening on the other camera. No, let's...
Cool car. Nightbot says cool indeed. Lint 15 is a val 1 10 on the coolometer.
Well, thanks,
Colby says
Nightbot. You're
420
really
L's.
kind.
That's awesome, Gary.
So, this has not been started in about 9 years.
Hey Lynn and Gerald.
We did find out what the actual year of the car is. The only thing that represents the actual year of the car is the numbers on the engine. We did look up the numbers, and after doing some research, it is definitely a 1923 Model T. I've been messing around with it yesterday a little bit, and didn't really get it to fire off. I had to clean out the gasoline, and got a good majority of the ucky stuff, I think, out of it, so that's good. But we're going to try getting it started today, and see if we can get it to run probably more than 3-4 seconds. But I did notice a few things after doing some more research, is that the timing on there is set a little bit differently after I watched a couple guys on YouTube where they have the
Lynn 15 says hey Gundam.
So, Gundam! So we're gonna definitely, we don't have no sound alerts playing on here yet today, so you guys will have to hold off on them for a little bit. But we're gonna try getting it started and go from there. But eventually we're gonna have to get some parts and get the timing actually set accordingly. They said from where the timing is supposed to be set from the center of the bolt to the center of where the timing is supposed to be 2.5 inches, and I've got the timing pretty much set right there right now. And I
Sound
haven't.
alerts yells Gundam ZMOB played Pirates the Caribbean for 60 channel points.
Hold on, Gundam. You're killing me today. You're killing me. Oh,
Lynn 15 says no sound alerts.
Yeah, because I don't have them on. There's a train horn for you all.
Kelly 32 says hey Gary.
Hello, Kelly. How are you doing today? Just remember, Gundam, you're killing me today. You're killing me.
Lynn 15 says hey Kelly. Nightbot says merch prices stickers 2 for $5. Can cozies are $5.
All right.
Bookmarks are $1.
Now go to town, Gundam.
Mouse pads are $14. T-shirts $15. Hoodies and zip up hoodies the price will be.
So we're going to make sure sure our timing is 100% where it's supposed to be. All right, everybody, make sure your fingers and toes and everything else are crossed. So we're going to try this. Yeah, she does.
6 says weak starter or battery.
Yeah, I got the charger on it. I've had it on there all night because the battery that was actually gotten had to be gotten brand new, so there is one on there. Just hasn't been started, and the timing I think is off a little bit but I did figure out that it's weird that they put Vaseline in there. That's what they recommended back then. So Vaseline is like, wow. Almost there.
Bot says welcome to everyone who recently followed the channel. Part of the channel family. Colby's $420 so close. Lid 15 says almost.
Uh-oh, we lost power.
Colby's $420 asks cranking the generator.
No, that's crank.
As we are doing a giveaway for those in BTS on Twitch and YouTube, and your entry will be added on a purchase on merch. One purchase.
That's actually the crank.
Two purchases on two victories. Contact dealer of female, email.
Yeah, see, this is actually the crank where we're turning on the engine.
Nightbot says follow us on YouTube, Interstate Travel Crew and Interstate Travels TV, Twitch, Interstate Travel.
And I think what ended up happening was that
576.
I think the probably trying to start it a couple times there probably might have took out the... Yeah, exactly.
For 35 channel points.
Exactly. Don't! So the only other way to start it is off the crank, off of the engine, direct off of the front of the engine. But trying to start that all the time is like trying to start, I don't know, something else.
Nightbot says merch prices stickers 2 for $5. Can cozies are $5. Bookmarks are $1. Hats $10. Mouse pads are $14. T-shirts $15. Black Crow 56 says an easy way to throw out your back.
Yeah, you're right, Gerald. That it is, Gerald, the easy way to throw out your back.
Timing isn't right.
Yeah, I agree. Something's not right in there. Or a spark plug is bad. Well, she almost went that time. If I could get it running for 1 minute, I'd be happy. Good solid minute. She wants to go. Oh, almost.
Gundam Z Edmoby says why not spray some effort into the air filter right now my home. Black Crow 56 asks have you checked the points and advanced?
No, I actually haven't, Gerald, but I probably should. This thing hasn't been apart in so long. I think somebody threw like a thing in there because it's supposed to just actually easily open it up. But looks like they like tightened it down.
Colbisto420 yells you got a nice shop, Gary.
Thanks, Cole. Probably would have been easier if I would have probably took the radiator out.
You bring that car home in that red trailer?
Yeah. Yeah, when it's hooked up to the truck, that's what we call the little rig.
You excited to get back to work tomorrow, Lowell?
Yeah, we're going to Ohio tomorrow night, so it's gonna be a late night.
I'll be there.
Just no crashing into anything, Cole.
Black Crow 56 says fuel doesn't matter if you have no spark.
Right, Gerald. You're absolutely right. So we're gonna probably pull the spark plugs out and see what's going on. If I got the right socket, probably don't. I gotta remember what size these are. It's been so long since I've ever torn one of these apart.
Were the points clean?
Yeah, they were good, Gerald. Of course, the rod that was in there, I don't like the rod that's in there because it doesn't look like there's enough length in the rod. So I'll probably have to make a rod. I'll show you guys how big these spark plugs are. Some of you already know how big a spark plug is, but for some of you, these things are massive. I don't even know if I got another spark plug around here to kind of show you the difference. But yeah, those are big. She's a little bit dirty. Smells a little funky.
Colbisto 420 says those are massive.
I don't have enough guts to sit there and hold on to it and then see if there's a spark in there. Gotten shocked enough times as a kid. I guess I have to say that if anybody has ever noticed in any of my live streams, I said I would never own a Ford. Well, unfortunately, this is probably the only Ford that we own. Unfortunately.
set your camera up and we can watch for spark flow. Black Crow 56 says vice grips and laying it across the ground.
Right, Gerald. Yeah, that's what I plan on doing, taking them all out and see if maybe I got a bad coil or something. My mom's got plenty of them sitting at home on her shelf if I need one. My stepdad actually had a Model T too before he passed, but that ended up going over to my stepbrothers and stepsister for them. So they actually got that one, and then this one here is my mom's. And this one is gonna be basically ours if something should ever happen to my mom. Since I've been the only one that's taken a lot more interest in it than anybody else in my family. I'm hoping to possibly take, if I get it running, take Karen for a spin around the block.
Colbisto 420 says that would be lovely. I bet she would enjoy that.
Yeah, she would. Gerald, you want to do the honors?
Your mom would probably love to see the car running again.
Yeah, she would. Oh, we got two that are lighting up. I think we got a bad coil. Two bad coils. Or two bad spark plugs. But she's actually only firing on two.
I got faith in you that you will get this running.
Oh yeah. So two bad plugs. It's either could be the plugs for sure, which I think we'll test the one way or the other. We'll have to figure out how to do it. Just to make sure that the plug is bad.
Black Crow 56 says swap out the suspected spark plug with one you know worked.
That is true, Gerald. Otherwise, I was going to cheat and get a spark plug tester.
Colbisto 420 says, yeah, between you and Gerald, this thing will run.
Maybe it might not be getting a good enough ground either, I don't know, but touching the engine should have been enough of a ground. Well, the spark plugs are good. It looks like I got two bad boxes. So I'll kind of show you guys where the boxes are.
Carrie's Musings says, howdy again all.
Hi, Carrie. So right here is your ignition boxes. Each one of these is for a separate cylinder. So far I've got two of them that are bad. Otherwise, when you turn it, hopefully you guys can see this when it sparks.
Says, put it on your tongue and turn it over.
Yeah, no thanks, Gerald. If you see the sparks, and that's how you get spark for that. So I've got two bad boxes, so I'll have to run over to my mom's and go test two of them, because she's got like probably well over 60 of them sitting on her shelf. And I'll probably have to definitely go and get those and then swap them out. But I'll probably check a few other things also. But here is the other thing. I can't even get down there to show it, but let's put this down. The one thing that I noticed, I gotta get a flashlight in here, is this rod that's down here. Basically, it's kind of like where the flashlight kind of flows up. It's supposed to go over the top of this, and actually supposed to be longer. So I could probably run it on 2 cylinders since it's only running on 2 cylinders. But I'm gonna have to make a new rod that goes in there. And it's supposed to be 2.5 inches from the center of that bolt, the center of the bolt there, to the advance. And I'm not getting a full advance out of it, because actually when I try to start this, I gotta go around the other side. It's a way to do it. This advancement is supposed to be all the way up to here. Right up to here. And I'm not getting that. I got to advance it for the 2.5 inches where it is right here. So definitely got to get this changed, that rod changed out so it's all the way up to here, and then pull it down for the advance, and then it would probably start 100% better. So yeah, we got some work to do. This is our winter project, but hopefully to kind of get it started beforehand. And chances are it was probably doing that at the beginning. So, but there you go. 3 pedals, everybody. So, and the other thing is how we figured out the engine year was right here where the flashlight is, right above the inlet water. There's numbers on there, and that's how we found out what year this actually was about a 1923 Model T. And that's the only way you found out the year, was that the model number's on there. But then the other thing was, it was like they didn't put the made in the USA on here. I think it was until 1918, I think it was, somewhere around in there. I could be wrong. But this one says made in the USA, and they didn't start manufacturing that. But from what we've been reading up on the Model T, is they were very meticulous on numbering somehow the engines. And I just got done looking at a video too, is when they made a lot of these Model Ts, the flooring in here was actually made out of leftover crates. So I don't know how accurate that would be, but it would make sense if you're trying to do flooring in here and try to save costs on it. But very interesting on some of the stuff that I did read today and listen, but I think we'll get her going. We did take the spring off for right now on here, which is actually where the horn's supposed to go. And they had this on here for the advance, but yeah. So yeah, a lot of things with Ford, and believe it or not, that's how charcoal briquettes ended up being made, because it was the waste product from Henry Ford and charcoal briquettes, Kingsford. That's how they got the company going, because of the waste from Henry Ford's plant for making the floors and all that other stuff. But it's on YouTube there. You just got to look it up. And I can't remember it off the top of my head, but I seen it just not too long ago. So it definitely gives you some history on it. But I was going to try running this longer, but I'm going to have to run over to my mom's, see if she's awake, and then grab a couple of these and see if she might have some spark plugs laying around, just some extra ones in case. But I figure I'd at least come on here and let you guys see this. Granted, outside isn't very good today, but for the most part, it's halfway decent out. But yeah, we figured that we would at least do something here, and it looks like I'm going to have my hands filled up. Plus, then I think I'm going to run to the parts store and see if they've got a rod laying around. That's probably like maybe 1/8-inch rod, probably. I'm pick up a new rod and take the rest of that all apart and get everything all really cleaned up. Gerald, do you know how much oil goes in these things? Because I have no dipstick or anything, or where you go off of how much oil to add in it, because I know. Yep, you're right, Carrie. They were. They were. But this one is kind of like a custom, I guess, you know, because when a neighbor of mine was alive, he basically said, well, it's kind of a flow of everything between the years. And I'm just hoping to kind of get it running, but I think I will once I get. Copy that, Gerald. Yeah, because I have no idea how much oil goes in here, if there's enough oil in it. Yeah, it's going to be well cared for. You know, we got to get it dusted up and cleaned up, because there is some dust on it. It's been sitting in storage for at least almost quite a few years. But I'd kind of like to get it redone a little bit, but like the gas tank. Gas tank is kind of like chipped off. That needs to be redone, and the tank needs to actually be cleaned out. I got some bad stuff here that's got to be cleaned off and redone. And so yeah, it's you even got a moth sitting here. Come on, go on, go. You don't want to be here. There you go. But yeah, we're gonna get it back up to. And then there's some things I got to work on, and it's like this was on here since I don't know how long, and it looks like a wood finish, but it's actually a plastic. Kind of reduce some of this. None of these really actually work, except maybe for this one. This don't work. I think it's supposed to be a night light. But for the most part, Tracy, hi Tracy, good to see ya. But yeah, we definitely got some work. We're gonna let the battery charge up for a little while, because it is only a 6 volt. It's not a 12 volt. And we're going to have to figure out how to get these out and take these out, because these are actually wood. And then maybe we'll actually get it to fire up later on, maybe. And then once we get a new rod made, we'll get a new rod made for the Advance, so that that's actually the way it should be. Or I could probably order one from on there, but it wouldn't be fair if I probably ordered one when I can make one myself. So a lot of those I can do myself. All you need is a good drill and a good bench vise, and way to go and basically get it. So, and then we'll probably put some more decent gas in it and let it run for a little bit if we get it running steadily. But yeah, it's a lot of progress to do. Something to keep my winters going when we ain't got nothing else. And I did prop up the wheels so we can actually roll the wheels if we get it going and get everything moving in there. Check the transmission and see if there's any play in there that's got to be tightened up, because I guess there's a bolt that's below here, below this cap, and we'll check all that in there. And I guess there's some other things where you can have like a aftermarket filter put in here with a magnet, so we're going to put that in there eventually and get that put in. Kind of care for this and see what oil gets put in here, because the transmission and the motor run simultaneously together. It's not like our vehicles nowadays where it's got transmission fluid in one and motor oil in one. It's all combined on these vehicles. And here's our number one shifter. But yeah, it's a lot of things to do. And we're still waiting on the roof for that to come in. As we lost that, believe it or not, going down the highway, taking it back up north, and we're still waiting for Kawasaki to actually send us that. But that's the waiting process, or otherwise I'd probably have more room in the garage here, and I probably would have had the Model T over on that side. But we put it over on this side for right now, and then this way when we're done, we can just load it up on the trailer and then take it back out to storage. But that's actually going to... 5 quarts. Where does that get put through, Gerald? Does it get put through the top over here of the engine? And what kind of oil? $5 quarts. That ain't a whole lot. Add bomb again? Huh. So, here's what happened the last time. My mom actually drove it, and that's why this looks like this. She pushed one of something that should have been. This is a nylon gear, and she literally ripped the gears right off of this. So, we know what not to do, because I kind of vaguely... Oh, yeah, we're going to have commercials, everybody. But yeah. So, I don't know. We could probably send this down to Gerald and see if he could probably make a gear like this, so this doesn't happen again. And see if we can make something out of metal, and if there's a couple more in there, because this is nylon. This is actually a hardened nylon. Plastic nylon, you might as well say. But yeah, I got the part number of that down, and hopefully not all of them have this.
Lucky Charms 7396 says hi.
Hi, Lucky.
Hi, Lucky Charms 7396. How are you doing?
We're doing good.
See you join the live stream and be in the channel. Lucky Charms 7396. Lynn 15 says hi, Lucky. Nightbot, hi, Lucky. How are you doing? Very nice to see you join the live stream and be in the channel, Lucky.
So yeah, that's what we got to do today. Fun, fun, fun.
Black Crow 56 says 5 that's here. Lucky Charms 7396 says I'm good. Nice car.
Thanks, Lucky.
Nightbot says merch prices stickers 2 for $5. Ken cozies are $5. Bookmarks are $1. Hats $10. Mouse pads are $14. T-shirts $15. Hoodies and zip-up hoodies, the price will vary. Contact Zero's email.
So yeah, we'll have to run over probably, we're going to probably shut this down here in a little bit. Definitely go get some more coil packs and change those out. We'll have to take them off of the dash and rechange those out. And then it'll probably actually fire up the way it should. But 90% of your time, if you don't have spark, doesn't, like Gerald said, doesn't matter if you have gas. If you don't have spark or air, the three major necessities, spark, air, and fuel. Of course, I put spark being the number one there. You'll never get anything to fire. I don't know if Gerald's got done with his ads yet.
Black Crow 56 says yes.
So what weight oil do you put in here, Gerald? Because then we'll probably drop the oil in it and then put some new stuff
3
in it.
3 minutes worth.
I'll copy that. 3 minutes. Kind of makes me wonder if this was already...
15 says Lowlight took care of them ads. Black Crow 56 says Ford called it light.
Ford called it light? Is that the oil?
Meaning SAE 20.
Oh, gotcha. SAE 20. Okay. I'll have to probably write that down because knowing my age, I'll forget about it. But yeah, see, this is everything else that I do, and I'm not only behind the big wheel steering wheel, but I definitely get into a lot of smaller things. We tried to get like 30 some miles an hour out of the Kawasaki Mule. We tried that a couple weeks ago, and I got at least a couple more miles per hour out of it, because normally it does like 20, 27, and then we had some rubber springs on the governor, and we were able to actually get 31 miles an hour out of the
Back
Kawasaki
then,
Mule.
there was 3 weights. Light, medium, heavy.
Oh, gotcha, Gerald. Good to know. So I'll have to get some oil and then change the oil in it, because I don't even know how much oil is actually in it. And then there's 3 things down underneath it, Gerald. I'll have to actually show it, because you're going to probably be able to. There's a deer in the garage? Where do you see a deer? Are you talking about the cooler? That's an old Coleman. Now, if it was Dearborn, this is where it was probably manufactured, Dearborn, Michigan. So, Gerald... So Gerald, if you see right here, is this your levels right here? Your high and your low? Oh, wait a minute. I see a wire hanging where it shouldn't be hanging right there. Could it be? Could it be? I guess we're going to have to dig into that.
Black Crow
Oh, nice. But I see a wire that's hanging there, and that shouldn't be really hanging there. That could be one of our firing issues.
I see it.
But Gerald, right here, I've got two things here. Is this your oil level and stuff? Your high and your low level? Boy, they even cobbled the thing in here. It's like, man.
Should be.
Copy that. So yeah, well, not much of a suspension on her here. Little suspension. FBI, open up! No, go away. You ain't getting my Model T. It's kind of weird how they did a lot of this stuff. But and then we got weird wires hanging down underneath here. I don't know why. This one looks like it was extended. Because back in here. And it's weird how they ran everything underneath here. Really is. The brake pedals. Right here's one. Goes underneath. You got an under loop that goes across. Still got some tumbleweed. No pun intended, tumbleweed. But yeah. We got some work to do on her. That's for sure.
Nightbot says welcome to everyone who recently followed the channel. State your ownership and you can get more from the channel.
Looks like I gotta tighten this up. Alright. Well, we'll have to figure out what's going on with that wire.
56 says a lot of those Model Ts will have non-factory mods.
Right. Right. And that's what the neighbor told me at one point in time. He was like, man, it's got a bunch of everything on it. It's kind of a one of a kind. So it makes me think of that one Johnny Cash song of one piece at a time. Didn't cost me a dime. So I probably got everything from who knows how many years on here.
Hospalium says got me thinking if you could Hayabusa swap one of these. Nightbot says merch prices stickers 2 for $5. Ken cozies are $5. Bookmarks are $1. Hats $10. Mouse pads are $14. T-shirts $15. Hoodies and zip up hoodies the price will vary. Contact Zero's email.
So yeah, we'll have to figure out where that wire goes.
Black Crow 56 says Cadillacs on Lowell.
Right. But we did print out two catalogs last night. It was well over 200 pages each. One was probably maybe a little.
Jerry's Musings says Lowell.
One was probably a little over 250 pages, and we put them back to back. So we've got parts. We just got to make sure they'll fit the right year of the motor or anything else. But I think a good majority of these, based off of the engines, will be different. But everything else, part-wise, should be fairly decent. So everybody, we'll definitely be live on Sunday evening, roughly probably around 8 to 10 p.m. I don't know what time our delivery time is for the Monday morning. We'll look quick. See if we got logged out of the system. Nope, we didn't. So we gotta be delivered at 7 o'clock in the morning down in Mason, Ohio. That's where we're going, Green Bay to Mason, Ohio.
Nightbot says follow us on YouTube, Interstate Travel Crew and Interstate Travels TV, Twitch, Interstate Travel Crew, and Twitter, We the People 7576. Share us on all your social media platforms. Black Crow 56 says we'll be there.
Copy that. We'll see you all later. We're going to probably shut this down, and then after that, we're going to be going back into the night driving again from Wilder, Kentucky.
Jethro 55 says GTSY all. Nightbot says join in and follow URL, hit that follow and or subscribe to this channel. Tues and tour 5 to 7 p.m. Eastern, Sun at 10 a.m.
So for our back haul, once we get to Covington, looks like we got...
420 yells, take care Gary, and see everyone Sunday.
You bet, everybody. Everyone take care.
Lent 15 says okay, see you tomorrow again. Share the reasons says hey Chaplain.
So yeah, we'll see you all tomorrow night, and we're going to constantly just work on this today.
Giveaway for those in BTS on Twitch and YouTube, and your entry will be added on a purchase on merch. One purchase is one entry. Two purchases. Contact Zero at his email.
And for any of you playing ATS, keep it between the lines. You all know that is.
See you all next time.
And Colt, that means you. Keep it between the lines. We will see you all Sunday evening. We are going to shut this down, and we're going to have to go get some parts. And we'll see you tomorrow night. We are out.